Hi, my name is Micah Byler, and
I'm Haley Swanson.
I'm Davina Lee.
My name is Evan Harper.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Kaiser.
My name is Joseph.
My name's Tamara Davis.
My name is Megan Becker.
I'm Andrew Pitts. Hello, my name is Stephen Boyd.
Hi, my name's Aaron Tolinas.
My name is Taylor Kite.
PALCS, really the number one thing that I like is the flexible schedule.
because I really get to press how I do my work, and really it's the writing, because I like writing a lot and it's pretty fun.
Because it just inspires me to learn new stuff a lot. And the lessons were just really fun to do.
My favorite class was art illustration. I really enjoy art and I want to get better in it. And so being able to learn all the different techniques in art was really cool, and I really enjoyed that class.
My favorite class would have to be probably music, then language arts, then science.
I really like language arts.
My favorite subject to do is math, but this year I found actually really enjoy humanities, which is history, because I really like how my teacher, Mr. Stiles, he really makes the class fun and like makes you interested in it, and I feel that when a teacher makes you have fun in the class, you do better. So I really liked humanities this year.
All the subjects are so well taught, and all the teachers, like I said, know so much, and they make the learning experience just like so engaging and kind of sticky. It just sticks in your head, and it makes you curious and you want to know more. So it's really hard to decide what's your favorite, course.
I like being able to talk to them through Moodle, instant messaging. It's a really easy way to keep in contact with your teachers, and I really enjoyed it.
Mostly by going into some of the chats and just talking with them about some stuff, and through the lesson helps.
I talk with them very often. I talked with Miss Griffel, and I talked with Mr. Wolf a lot during the school year.
But I personally do know my teachers very well, and it's very easy to get to know them, I will add that.
I talk to them on the phone and email. I say, like, for example, hi, Mrs. Gatto, can I have help, please, with this lesson? When you ask them, they're available, and they like to help.
My honors history course, it was a really great course this year. We had to do a research paper on Mao Zedong, who was like the founder of communism in China. And the reason I liked that assignment was because it gives you a different perspective. Like here in America, we always may think something like, oh, communism, that's bad. But where you have to do research on the founder of communism, you actually get a feel of his goals and motives, and it's definitely very interesting seeing it from another perspective.
My favorite assignment was being able to make a cell. I really enjoyed biology, and what we had to do, it was a hands-on project, and so being able to make it yourself.
Let me think. Favorite assignment was music.
I really love language arts, so it was in language arts. I had to do a research project where I would pick a topic. Well, she would say you can pick any topic and research about it, and then also find a primary source. So I really like the Middle Ages and Lord of the Rings, that type of stuff. So I was going to do it on the medieval times. So she would help me look through some of the stuff, and it was really fun because I got to learn about something I really like.
I think one of my favorite lessons was reading The Watsons Go to Birmingham or Fever, because I just love reading books, and they were really fun to read.
Mr. Paris inspired me to go on to the Panama trip. That's about a 2-week trip down to Panama. We spent most of our time in Boquete. It was really great fun. We learned a lot, a cultural immersion. I really liked it, about how the indigenous Nobe people lived, how other people live, how they do things. And I really did learn a lot there. And I don't think I would have gone if it weren't for Mr. Paris.
I felt that way with Miss Bone. She's our science teacher, our SETI teacher, Search for Extraterrestrial Life, and I felt that she really cared about me because in the first the first 2 marking periods, I was having trouble with with her class, but she helped me and gave on my free periods. She gave me one-on-one time and helped me really figure out her class, and then one time she let me retake a test, and now she said that I really improved this marking period, so I feel that she is a really helpful teacher.
Ms. Dollard is probably one of the most amazing teachers that have helped me inspired to actually stay in PALCS. Her leadership to her students was what kept me going, and she helped me become more involved in the school.
Before we started reading a section of the Divine Comedy, I had to go in a wedding in Texas for my summer winter break. And I noticed that the whole week I had to keep working almost weeks and weeks ahead, so I wouldn't get anything lost. And my teachers kept on encouraging me and helping me and giving me early assignments so everything can get done. When I was in Texas, I would log on to the computer and there would not be anything overdue or nothing's wrong, and everybody understood what I had. Coming from a school where if you needed to go, well, when you come back you'd have a bucket load of homework to do. I was able to work ahead and then have fun knowing that all my work is completed, and that when I go home I won't have the Titanic coming in with a bunch of textbooks saying, start studying! So it was really good for me back then. That had been one of the experiences that stood out the most, knowing that I can go to bed at the night thinking, yeah, you know, when I get back home, I don't need to work my butt off anymore. I could just go back into the flow and get back on track. That's probably one of the best things ever.
A lot in language arts, where Mrs. Paris would encourage me to continue to write more and helping me with my grammar and composition.
Yeah, I thought that Miss Salamaki also gave a lot of help if you took a test and you got a lot of answers wrong and you didn't really understand that section. She would go through with you like during your independent study, and she would make sure you understood it before you retook a test. And Miss Giordani also helped me a lot with grammar, which I wasn't the best at the beginning of the year, but she helped me improve a lot.
There's a lot. I can't really pinpoint one.
They basically do it all the time.
It's not just like today they wake up and they're like, children, we're going to challenge you. It's kind of a subtle, everyday sort of thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll tell you, we're going to throw this on your plate because it's a challenge, but we think you can do it. So they kind of give you heads up sometimes, but they're always offering feedback that's helpful, and they're not just there to make you feel good.
Yeah.
And sometimes it feels good to have people praising you for everything, but sometimes you need that challenge and you need that criticism to give you a little more of a push. And so they have a healthy balance of both, and that makes it better.
Yep.
Probably one of the most inspiring teachers I've ever had was Pat Paris, Mr. Paris. He's probably one of the most motivational teachers I have ever had. Probably one of the more motivational teachers any student has ever had, and it was great working with him.
You know, with the maths and sciences, Mr. Somar, you know, has all these like really fun puzzles that we do and these really cool things, and he's always bringing it back to like the real world. Even like the more abstract math courses like calculus and whatnot, he always brings it back to the real world. Like, how can we apply this to his personal favorite example is baseball, but how can we apply this to baseball? How can we apply this to traffic patterns or whatnot? It's really cool.
In a public school, some people just say this is a stereotype, but I find it's actually true. You always want to go with the crowd, and there's always a predetermined personality, I suppose. And when you go to a public school, some people just want to fit in, so they adjust to that personality. With PALCS, I find that I've been a leader that I can express my own personality as an individual, and then apply it. And then that makes me not necessarily the best leader, but in some cases it'll make me a better leader over other people, and I think that's very valuable, choosing the right leader for the right situation, and knowing that I can be that right leader for the right situation. That's a very comforting thought.
Actually, yes, it has. My sister is in 4th grade, and she's actually learned more than my brother, who's in the same grade as her. She's learned more. And I think I've learned probably more than most 5th graders. And I've learned to have time management over my lessons, and I also learned how to be helpful when kids are like having trouble with their work.
So that's how you use the leadership to help other students?
Yes.
PALCS has helped me become a leader because the teachers really help you, and they don't let you down. They keep pushing you to go forward. And Ms. Dollard and Mr. Paris were really helpful in situations like that. They don't let you give up, and because of that, I feel like I can do more as a leader.